Okay, welcome everyone to this deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're looking into how South Africa is navigating the whole artificial intelligence scene. We're focusing specifically on what's going on in universities and with the government.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of sources, articles, and research papers, notes.
And our mission really is to cut through it all, pull out the key bits, help you understand how South Africa is engaging with AI, where it fits regionally, who's involved, and the practical side of things.
Makes sense. Where should we start? Academia.
Let's do that. Looking at the academic landscape first, what seems clear from the sources is universities are increasingly bringing AI in. Definitely.
Right, but there isn't like one single central place listing everything that's happening. It's a bit scattered.
Never fuzzy, yeah.
But what is clear is this shift towards building actual practical AI skills. You see leading places like UCT, WITS, University of Pretoria, Stellenbosch. They're really stepping up, offering dedicated postgraduate programs. We're talking machine learning, computers learning from data science, robotics too, and often applying it directly. Finance, healthcare, engineering, those kinds of areas.
Okay, so it's moving beyond just the core computer science theory then.
Exactly. And even within traditional departments, compulsory, engineering, stats, they're embedding AI modules. Undergrad, postgrad, both levels.
Covering what kind of topics?
Things like neural networks, sort of teaching computers to think a bit like a brain, computer vision, getting computers to see, and natural language processing, understanding human language.
So based on what we've seen, roughly how many universities are we talking about with these dedicated programs or specializations?
The sources suggest at least a dozen major universities, which is, pretty significant.
A dozen is substantial, yeah.
It is. Though the sources also point out, look, this is good, but there's still room to grow, especially getting AI knowledge into all sorts of disciplines and really tailoring programs for, say, sustainable development.
And that's kind of where the Center for AI and Sustainable Development, SAY-ASD, comes in, right?
Exactly. SAY-ASD pops up as a key player here. It's a regional thing, a collaboration. They're working with partners like the Central University of Technology here, but also Botswana International University of Science and Technology, Namibia University of Science and Technology.
Oh, okay. So cross-border. What are they offering?
Specialized postgraduate diplomas, master's degrees, aimed right at that gap we mentioned. Think programs like AI for Sustainable Development or AI and Data Science for Agriculture and Mining.
Very targeted.
Very. Addressing real Southern African challenges with AI. Plus, they're building research leadership through PhDs, too.
Okay, interesting. Let's shift gears then. Moving from academia to policy, how is the South African government getting involved?
Well, there's definitely growing recognition of AI's strategic importance. That seems clear. A big step was that Presidential Commission on the Fourth Industrial Revolution, 4IR, back in 2019. Remember that?
I do, yeah. That covered AI, automation, all that digital disruption stuff.
Right. And that commission laid out recommendations for a national strategy. Infrastructure, skills, ethics, the whole package.
And who's driving that now?
The Department of Communications and Digital Technologies seems central. DCDT. Now, a final, official national AI policy still seems to be in the works. But the talk around data governance, ethical questions, that's definitely happening.
What about actual use cases? Is the government using AI yet?
It's still pretty early days there, but it's gaining traction. The sources mentioned some examples like SAPS, the police service, exploring AI for crime analysis.
Okay.
There's also talk about healthcare diagnostics, maybe optimizing energy grids, managing natural resources.
But big hurdles remain, I imagine.
For sure. Infrastructure limits, data stuck in different government silos, and just needing more people in the public sector who really get AI.
Right. And how does South Africa compare regionally, say within SADC?
Well, other SADC countries are building capacity too, like Botswana and Namibia through those SAY-ASD university partnerships we mentioned. The sources also note places like Kenya and Rwanda have been pretty proactive, developing strategies, piloting AI applications, especially in things like mobile money or agriculture.
So the pace varies across the region.
Yeah, definitely. But the potential of AI, that's widely recognized. And that SAY-ASD cross-country model is seen as a really promising way to speed things up regionally, sharing knowledge.
Okay, so why is all this happening now? What are the main drivers, according to the sources?
Several things converging, really. You've got the rapid global tech advancements, obviously. Then there's the economic pressure need for growth, innovation, plus social demands for AI and health education.
And just momentum from global trends around AI policy.
Yeah, exactly. It all feeds in.
And the vision, what's the bigger picture they're aiming for?
That's the really interesting part. It's about using AI for economic transformation, tackling unemployment, ensuring social equity, using AI to, bridge gaps, improve access to services.
Sustainable practices too, presumably.
Yes, driving sustainability. And ultimately, the goal seems to be for South Africa to be a significant player, maybe even a leader, in AI development and used in Africa, and maybe globally.
And CASD, with its specific focus on sustainability, agriculture, mining, fits neatly into that vision.
Very much so. It seems quite aligned.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the listener. For you listening, what are some practical takeaways if you want to get involved in this field?
Yeah, the sources give some pretty clear pointers. First, explore those interdisciplinary programs, ones that mix strong AI knowledge with expertise in a specific sector, like the ones CASD and its partners offer.
Makes sense. What else?
Get practical experience, internships, projects, build stuff, network, actively connect with people in the AI community.
And maybe look beyond just South Africa.
Definitely consider regional opportunities. Institutions like the CASD partners are tailoring programs specifically for the African context. And this is a critical focus on understanding the ethical and societal side of AI. It's not just about code.
Good point. The sources also had specific recommendations for the government, didn't they?
They did. Key things were finally nail down that national AI strategy, invest more in AI education and research, maybe working more closely with groups like CAISD.
Promote data sharing.
Right. Get data flowing more easily, foster links between public and private sectors,
Yeah.
build up AI literacy within government itself.
And keep engaging regionally, supporting efforts like CAISD.
Exactly. It's all interconnected.
So to wrap up what our sources seem to show, we're seeing this growing integration of AI in South African universities and government. It's boosted by regional collaboration like CAISD, driven by tech, economic, social needs.
And fueled by a vision for economic change, social fairness, and sustainable development.
And there are clear steps both individuals like you listening and the government can take.
The framework is definitely being put in place. You can see the shape of it.
Yeah. As one source put it, South Africa is riding the algorithmic wave. So the question for you to think about is, how can you help ensure that wave is ridden strategically and inclusively for the benefit of everyone in the region?
Something to mull over.